The city is pursuing an important and exciting endeavor, the creation of Diamond Bar's first town center specific plan. A town center or downtown is something Diamond Bar residents have long desired and something that was identified as a key goal in the 2040 Diamond Bar General Plan update and studied in 2021 by the Los Angeles chapter of the Urban Land Institute.
Early in the process, residents expressed a desire to establish a downtown in Diamond Bar, or what we're calling a town center for the purposes of our current work, to really create a place, a vibrant community center where folks can find a walkable environment to eat, to shop, and to have new urban living opportunities without having to develop our diminishing open spaces. So this creates an infill development opportunity that can also enliven the experience of having a downtown.
Of course, there's a lot of great stores and restaurants in town, a variety of both mom and pop owned establishments and national chains. But a downtown is more than that. A downtown is the heart of a city. It creates a sense of place and pride for residents, a place to enjoy a leisurely stroll, to meet up with friends, and entertain out-of-town friends and family.
My initial reaction is I've been waiting for this for a long time. I felt like Diamond Bar is always such a beautiful place and the people here are really wonderful, so it's about time that we had something in this town that encouraged people to come and see that beauty too.
I really like what I see. More of a main street, more of a place you can gather with the family, have a good time, entertainment. I'm hoping walking, biking, but keep the greenery kind of thing. I like that. We like to be more doing things at Diamond Bar here versus going out. So I think it's great for the city, brings in some taxes, revenue, and it's a good place for family, hopefully, right, to gather and do things, right, other than going outside of Diamond Bar.
A downtown for Diamond Bar means not having to look outside of the city for that one-stop destination that offers opportunities for dining, shopping, and entertainment. It means creating a safe and pleasant environment that encourages walking, biking, gathering, and socializing. A place with spaces conducive to such things such as public arts, farmers markets, and family-friendly live performances. And a place to support much-needed housing for residents of all incomes and needs. Young families just starting out, college graduates wishing to return to their hometown, and empty nesters adapting to a new chapter in their life.
I also think about the stage that my young adult children are in, where they're preparing and looking into the opportunity of home ownership, which we know is a market that's really challenging right now. But the thought of that being an opportunity for them is exciting to me. It makes it a realistic possibility. And for them to be able to stay in the city that they've grown up in and that they've experienced their life in, that they love as well, to me, I just feel like that's just an added benefit. And that they can honestly have their own address but still be neighbors, that's a big plus for those of us that are experiencing that stage of life with our young adult kids.
We're definitely excited to have some place for our children to congregate. We have a 2-year-old and a 3-month-old. And knowing that most of the families here have shared with us that their children have to go to nearby communities to have fun, it's scary as a parent to think that your children will go elsewhere. There's a sense of security knowing that they'll have an area within walking distance from our home to gather with friends.
The location being considered for the future Diamond Bar Town Center is the 45-acre commercial district that extends along both sides of Diamond Bar Boulevard between Golden Springs Drive and the 60 freeway overpass, and is intersected by Gentle Springs Lane and Palomino Drive. With spectacular vistas of the San Gabriel Mountains to the north, this area, referred to as the focus area, has great potential, but challenges as well, particularly the numerous property owners on site.
The site is about 45 acres, and it's owned by, there are 25, I think, or 24 different landowners here, which is a sort of an interesting challenge to the effort. Our goal will be to see how we can start to interconnect those parcels so that we can make more of a networked place, a place that you can move through without simply going on Diamond Bar Boulevard, but one at which you can go in multiple ways, like a traditional downtown, like you might find in downtown Claremont or Monrovia or Pasadena, to name a few in this area. And so we're looking at how we can do that over time in this area, recognizing that this will not be built out in a year. This will be built out in 10 or 20 years, depending on the market.
The task of developing the town center specific plan is one that requires expertise and experience in a wide range of fields, which is why the city commissioned Torrey Gellis and Partners, a reputable firm with more than 3 decades experience in crafting specific plans that served as roadmaps for many downtown areas.
We at Torrey Gellis and Partners are leading the effort of actually several consulting teams to design the future for this area. This includes a master plan. It includes a set of design standards and guidelines. It includes a traffic study, landscape design standards, civil engineering or infrastructure planning, and an extensive public outreach process, which this discussion is part of. And it also includes, of course, an EIR, an environmental impact review, which is part of the requirements in California.
Now, several months into the process, much progress has been made toward the creation of this highly anticipated specific plan.
Number one, because the community knows this place way better than we do. And they can identify opportunities, constraints, things that they've observed in their use of this place over the years that will be very impactful for our final plan. Secondly, we want to develop a plan that the community actually looks forward to seeing built. And that's really important. And the only way, we could guess and be lucky, or we could guess wrong. We would prefer not to guess. We would prefer to actually listen to the community, hear what they actually want, and then, as close as we can, develop a plan that accommodates that. So that this plan has buy-in from the moment it goes to the City Council and Planning Commission for approval, but way beyond.
Without a doubt, one of the most exciting aspects of putting together this plan has been the interest and involvement of the community. Starting from the first public workshop in July to the multi-day charrette process in August that led to refining the vision and creating the final concept plan for what will become the future Diamond Bar Town Center.
That's the hardest thing that we've had, is being able to stay here and with family and doing things. We tend to go out. So I think this is great. Me and my wife are really happy that we're gonna get something, it seems like. So, and being part of it is really great. Getting feedback and putting your inputs, I really love that. So yeah, that's the best part.
Things that strike me about it is that it's incredibly ambitious. This is going to be a big project, and I'm really happy that the city is taking it on. I feel like there's so much opportunity. That's what strikes me as well, the willingness for everybody to come together and really create something that can last and support future generations.
I'm excited for a lot of reasons. I feel like this vision and this plan, this proposed idea, is something that I could certainly get behind, because I feel like what it's going to do is it's going to open up a lot of opportunities, not just for me personally, but I think for posterity, and I think for our children and their children, and the fact that it'll still make our city the nice city that it is, but it's going to just enhance what our city has to offer.
Fueled and inspired by the collective support, enthusiasm, and optimism of everyone involved, the city is excited and looking forward to seeing this process through to fruition. But we need your continued participation. If you haven't already, visit and bookmark the project website at downtownfordb.com. Tell family and friends, and sign up for project updates delivered straight to your mobile device via email or text.